Barak Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Ruach Kodash. Welcome to another live lesson. The name of this one is Matrilineal. What? And I pretty much, I had just finished watching the video Elder Pastor did earlier, or it's either earlier or last night. I watched part of it earlier today, and then I just finished watching it a little while ago. This is the title here, long title. And pretty much he was dealing with, Captain Tazariak and Faithful to the Devil and all them guys, whoever the hell was on this panel. And I just wanted to make a couple of points. Elder Pastor already broke it down. I just wanted to put in my 2 cents and chime in. I'm not sure who the other individual was that was calling Tazariak, an idiot and all that. And pretty much, that guy is really the real idiot because he doesn't understand the scriptures. So what I want to do is I wanted to just touch on a couple of things concerning that, and I wanted, to go into something that he brought up in Numbers, the 27th chapter, which we've dealt with this before. And he's trying to say that there are examples of, the lineage going through matrilineal, and that's not true at all, period. And we're going to get some points and show you that that's not true at all. There's no such thing as a matrilineal. If your mother's an Israelite, she's an Israelite. That's it. You don't get your nationality from your mother. It doesn't matter if your mother's an Israelite. If your father's a heathen, guess what? That's a mamzar, a mamzer. That's a bastard. Not the other way around. If your father's an Israelite and your mother's a heathen, you're still an Israelite. So let's go to that in Numbers. You can read the whole thing, but we're just going to go straight to the point. Numbers 27 and verse 8. It says, and thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a man die and have no sons, then you shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughter. Right, as the elder pastor broke down, an inheritance is not talking about the lineage. There's a distinction between lineage and inheritance. Inheritance means land, property, assets. It's not talking about, her inheriting. All of a sudden now she's in the lineage of that tribe. No, has nothing to do with that. It has something to do with the inheritance of the land and the property and riches of their father. And when you read up above this was the daughter of the daughters of Zelophehad, which was a Manassite, and they were also of the tribe of Manasseh. And it says, and if he have no daughter, then you shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. Which is what? Other Israelites of that particular tribe that happen to be close of kin. And if he have no brethren, then you shall give it his inheritance unto his father's brethren. Somebody within that tribe. Brethren, men. And this is just dealing with the inheritance. It has nothing to do with matrilineal. It has nothing to do with lineage. It has everything to do with inheritance. And if his father have no brethren, then you shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman, that is next to him of his family, right, of his tribe, that tribe. And he shall possess it, and it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, as the Lord commanded Moses. So this chapter that bonehead pulled out, this has nothing to do with lineage. It has everything to do with inheritance. If a man had no sons and he had daughters, he would give his daughters the inheritance. They would keep that inheritance. But guess what? They are not the ones that determine what nationality the child is. Because when you go to the same book of Numbers, chapter 36 and 1, it says, and the chief fathers of the families of the children of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of the sons of Joseph came near and spake before Moses, before the princes, the chief fathers of the children of Israel. And they said, the Lord command my Lord to give the land for an inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. Right, because every tribe of the children of Israel received an inheritance of land. Right, Apostle, the Christians don't know shit about the Bible. It says, and my Lord was commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance of who? Zelophehad, the same man who had daughters that didn't, and he didn't have any sons. So we're dealing with the same topic here, Zelophehad, right? Commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance of Zelophehad, our brother, unto his daughters. And if they be married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers. It had nothing to do with the lineage. It had everything to do with inheritance, land, property rights, cattle, riches, whatever the father had that he gave as an inheritance to his sons, he would give it to his daughters, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. Right, because if a man of the tribe of Israel if the daughters of the children of Israel, of the tribe of Manasseh, whatever tribe, if they received the inheritance of their father because their father had no son, then if they married any other tribe, any other man of any other tribe, then what would happen was that inheritance would be lost to that particular plot of land would be lost from that tribe going to another tribe. Okay? So shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance, right? Because the Lord already set it up by lot for each tribe. So if a man had no sons, but he had daughters, they would get the inheritance, right? But that has nothing to do with the lineage. That has nothing to do with matrilineal. These guys are so hell-bent on that, that Queen of Heaven worship, that they'll do anything and try to find any justification in the scriptures to try to add women into a lineage. Women are not a part of the lineage. And when the Jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put unto the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. Inheritance has nothing to do with lineage. It's not no matrilineal, it's patrilineal. And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph hath well said, because the Manassites came up to Moses and pretty much was talking to him and expressing this situation that, look, these women got they got an inheritance from their father, but now if they marry anybody else out of any other tribe outside of outside of the tribe of Manasseh, that tribe is going to take that plot of land into their possession, and we're going to lose a part of our possession among our tribe that was given to us. This is the thing which the Lord doth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry whom they think best, only to the family of the tribe of their father shall they marry. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe. So boom, it has nothing to do with lineage. It has something to do with the plot of land, the inheritance. For every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his father. So that go to any tribe, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, whoever, that had a man that had daughters and had no sons. If they received that inheritance of that land and property, or whatever the case may be, they had to marry within their tribe in order to keep the inheritance among that particular tribe of the nation of Israel. It says, and every daughter that possesses an inheritance in the tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another. But every one of the tribes of the children of Israel shall keep himself to his own inheritance. Even as the Lord commanded Moses, so did the daughters of Zelophehad, for Mahlah, Tirzah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Noah, and the daughters of Zelophehad, were married unto their fathers' brothers' sons. Because the man is what determines the lineage, and the man is what determines the keeping of that inheritance. But if it happens to go to a daughter because the father has no sons, then that daughter will have to marry within her tribe, because she cannot bring back that line. So this disproves what that bonehead said, that you have matrilineal. It proves matrilineal. No, it does not. So why did the daughters have to marry among their own tribe? Because they cannot bring back the tribe. The men only can bring back the tribe. And they were married into the families of the sons of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, and their inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their fathers. Boom. Period. Point blank, period. Now let's go to First Chronicles, which is something that was brought up years ago when Vocab Malone and his cronies, pretty much bum rushed the camp, that ambush journalism that they did, with their pompous pride, self, and that's what they did. They brought out the same thing. This is First Chronicles 2:34. Now Sheshan had no sons but daughters. So we're dealing with a situation of the same thing happening here with Sheshan, which was of the tribe of Judah. And Sheshan had a servant, an Egyptian, whose name was Jarha. Now, according to what we just read, in the inheritance of the different tribes that not supposed to pass from one tribe to another, if they can't pass from one tribe to another, how in the fuck are they going to pass to another nation? All right? How? Now, let's say the case be that this individual here was an actual Egyptian, an actual Mizraimite, and this man, Sheshan, gave him that inheritance and gave him his daughter, and they got, him and his sons got the inheritance. Guess what? Sheshan was going off, because that inheritance was not supposed to pass from tribe to tribe, much less to another heathen, to a nation. So based off of the law that was written prior to this happening, that means that this man had to be an Israelite, and if the case was that he wasn't, then Sheshan was going off by giving his daughter to an Egyptian. If the case be that he was an Egyptian. So either way you slice it, you can go either way with it. And then you got all of these individuals here that were sons, and of the lineage of what's his name? Jarha. So Jarha had all of these are all sons and grandsons and great grandsons. So all of this line here, if the case be that they were actual heathens, these were all heathens right here, from the 34th to the 41st verse. If the case be that he was an actual Egyptian. All right. But the case is, according to the law, the inheritance is not supposed to pass from one tribe to the next. So how in the hell could this man be an actual Egyptian based off of this law on inheritance? Now, let's go from there. Let's go to the book of Ezra. This will be the last precept, chapter 2, verse 59. Now check this out. It says, and these were they which went up from Telmelah, Telharsa, Cherub, Adan, and Emer. But they could not show what? Their father's house and their seed, whether they were of Israel. They couldn't show their father's house. Why? Because the father is what determines the nationality, the lineage, not the woman, not the daughter. That's why it says so-and-so the son of so-and-so, so-and-so the son of so-and-so, and so-and-so the son of so-and-so. When you go through all the genealogies, you're going to see men there. If they do mention a woman, that was because she was a wife. In the case of Matthew, the first chapter, where it mentioned Ruth, because she was the one that was with Boaz, but it mentioned Boaz. Boaz, which was Boaz, the son of Boaz, which, by Ruth or something like that. You know, that's the only time you see that. But those women had nothing to do with the genealogy itself. The children of Deliah, the children of Tobiah, the children of Nekoda, 652. And of the children of the priests, the children of Habiah, the children of Cos, the children of Barzillai, which took a wife of the daughters of Barzillai, the Gileadite, and was called after their name. These sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore were they as polluted, put from the priesthood. And the Tershatha, which was the Nehemiah, the governor, said unto them, that they should not eat of the most holy thing till there stood up a priest with Urim and Thummim. For what? For the purpose of finding out what tribe these individuals are from, if they were Israelites. By the tribe of what? By the house of their fathers, as it says here. And these were they which went up from Telmelah, Telharsa, Cherub, Adon, and Emer. But they could not show their father's house and their seed, whether they were of Israel. You see? So the lineage or the genealogy goes according to the house of the father, not the house of the mother. The mother has nothing to do with it. So this argument that this clown had, this bonehead, that this sometimes you have a matrilineal lineage, no. This in Numbers 27 has nothing to do with lineage. It has nothing to do with genealogy. It has something to do with inheritance, which is different from genealogy. All right? And he's over there insulting Captain Desire, calling him, an idiot and all that, but he's the idiot. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make mention of that, and just to give a brief explanation as to what this is really speaking about, which, like I said, Elder Pastor already covered it. I just wanted to go into the point of the inheritance with the daughters, which is the same account, but later on in Numbers 36, because the men of Manasseh were lamenting that if the women that got that inheritance married any other tribe, the land that they had, that portion of the land that was given to Manasseh, was going to pass to other tribes. All right. So with that, I pray that you brothers and few sisters have been edified. Until the next time, I say shalom.